shit, let him just do his thing. They're gonna be like, hey, basketball it up, you know.
He could average 20 in the second year.
Just basketball it up.
He needs some defense though.
Need a little defense, but
If they stop his left, I don't know what he's gonna do.
I feel this next pick is the most exciting on a personal level for us all.
I got it.
With the 8th pick, Clo Rodgers gets to pick for his own New York Knicks.
disgraceful.
First of all,
Would you trade this pick in order to get rid of James Dolan?
Bro, I'll do it, bro. I'll shave my head right now.
You shave your head all the time,
live.
regardless.
Bro, I'll shave an
We'll do it
eyebrow
on the
right
live.
now. I will, bro. If I get a notification that James Dolan sold the team, or but up there, I'll shave my eyebrow. One only.
Okay.
Well, I don't really care.
Your 2
yeah,
minutes
first
has
of all,
started good,
The
sir.
Knicks need Jesus, but besides that, I'm taking. Oh, hold up.
Well,
There's a lot of options.
Well, I want you
There's
to kind of
plenty of
give a
options.
little concession speech to
Yeah,
the
you
people.
can do that.
So the Knicks, bro, we need a point guard because Frank obviously wasn't in it. He's just a great ass role player who could play defense. RJ, see, we could take a point guard that's just straight scoring because RJ could be the ball handler, or we could take a point guard that RJ could just do his crackhead shit because RJ's still fire. He could still be the best player from his draft class.
You got options.
He didn't even have a bad year. I forgot what stat he did that he ended up with, like the rookie years of like LeBron, Melo, Durant, all that shit. Like he's fire. Mitchell Robinson's fire. Yeah, let me text you my pick right now, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all have any
got plenty
predictions
of
when it
options.
comes to the Knicks, or what do you think the Knicks need?
I'm predicting somebody from the ACC. I'm not gonna say too much more about it. Played in powder blue. Go that far.
The New
He's cool
York
too.
Knicks,
He's cool too, but
with the 8th pick, will take Tyrese Halliburton.
could be the best player in this draft easily.
And a side
Best-
message from the current GM, Clo Rodgers. Fuck James Dolan.
100%. But yeah, Tyrese, 100%. I think he's the best point guard in this draft. I think he shot his 2 years at Iowa State, right? 42%. I don't even think LaMelo shot 35%. If I'm keeping it a buck, I think he shot like 29%. And Tyrese, bro, let me read off because I have to take some notes. He's a good team defender. He needs to work on his individual defense, but he's a good team defender. High ass basketball IQ. He's the point guard the Knicks need. You already got your scorer in RJ. You got your big man. Julius Randle, he's going to go. Fucking Taj Gibson, they're going to go because 2021, or this year, honestly, we're probably going to give Fred VanVleet the max because that's how retarded we are. But this would be a good pick.
It would be.
We're going to give Fred who else? Montrez getting
play 3-2.
Montrez getting 80 mil from us just because we're the Knicks. But we're going to have Tyrese. That's hope. If we pair him up with RJ Barrett and Mitchell Robinson, I'm perfectly fine.
He's a hope beacon
Cole
for every team.
Anthony's fire, but it's like, what route do you want to go? Like, do you want RJ to be the ball handler and him the scorer? Because Cole Anthony really can't. He just puts the ball in the basket, 100%.
Yeah, I think Tyrese Halliburton definitely showed last season that he could potentially be the most NBA ready player coming out of the NCAA. Easy.
Fire.
All right.
Definitely.
Well, Cheez, we're going back to you. 9th pick, Washington Wizards. What do you guys feel about the Washington Wizards right now? Cheez, while you think about this, I want to talk to them. But
they're confusing ass.
well, what about John Wall? How are we feeling about John Wall? Is Bradley Beal gone? Like, what is happening?
I can't trust summer workouts. That's I'm just keeping.
Yeah,
it above.
100%. But I just think they're a giant ass mess, and like they're not gonna do anything in the East. Like John Wall and Bradley Beal could be 100% healthy. They're not beating Brooklyn. They're not beating Milwaukee, Miami.
They can be a
Boston.
playoff team.
Yeah, for sure. They'll be exciting. But
Do you blow it up?
if I was them, I would have been traded both of them to rack up picks. Because you're going to have to, bro, one of them's going to be gone. If this does not work out, like John Wall comes back and they're clashing and shit, it's gone before the All-Star
Do
break.
you
One of them's
think
gone.
we could see them maybe trade up in the draft, trade the 9th pick, and maybe like a Bradley
I would
Beal
do
or
it.
like
John
a
Wall, you're not going to
Wall
get too
for, like,
much
some
because obviously
blockbuster trade?
he's been out for 2 years. But Bradley Beal, you could go get the number one pick.
Well, the Washington Wizards pick is in, and with the 9th pick of the NBA draft, the Washington Wizards take R.J. Hampton.
Why did he fall so much in mocks?
He went to New Zealand. He was a top 5 prospect coming out of
Yeah,
high school.
I remember that.
He's a baller, stupid athletic. He's one of the best athletes in this draft. John Wall ain't it no more. Like you said, I don't trust summer workouts. If Bill wants to stay, that would be an enticing thing to make him want to stay. RJ Hampton's a great point guard. He can play off ball. He can play on ball. Good defender. Willing defender. That's important too. He fine.
It's an interesting pick. It makes you wonder, would a pick like that be something for them to think about trading one of their current stars?
They should have, like they said, Ben did that already. Hopefully they trade Beal eventually. They trade Beal for some young pieces. They already got Rui. That's my dog. Rui, RJ. Let's get some other young pieces, and then let's work from there.
Mm-hmm.
I think RJ could be a star, honestly.
All right, well, we're now entering double-digit picks. And next up at the 10th pick, we go back to Trill, and he will represent the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, and, not to say too much, but I'm following suit with what they've done in the past. And, yeah, I feel pretty confident about that pick. You can see it coming through to your phone.
Yeah, they definitely need a point.
The 10th pick is in. Before I do announce it, I got to say, do we wonder if the Phoenix Suns are one of these teams that, could they trade up in the draft? You hear a lot about Devin Booker being moved, but now we're also seeing the idea that CP3 could be on his way to Phoenix. So could they be trading the 10th pick to OKC? That's something to think about.
If they're high on Halliburton,
if OKC gets the 10th pick, I won't watch basketball in a few years, bro. Because they gonna
scary.
be loaded, bro.
Baisley,
OKC, they stole
their future's
everything
very bright.
from the Clippers.
They stole Shea.
they had a lick on.
Shea was a lick.
Bro, the Thunder have so much
money.
assets. They could go trade for like a top tier.
That's what I'm saying. If they trade Chris Paul,
they could trade for Giannis.
Okay.
But they could trade all
trade
their.
for
They
Giannis.
could trade literally all their picks and stuff and be like, bro, Harden, come back. Let's make this right. Come back. They could literally do that if they want. They could trade for anybody. I don't know how many first round picks they have.
I hear no lies in
2022, 2024, 2026, 2021 Miami.
And the Clippers break that shit up
And
and
a pick
they're
swap.
bad picks. Boom.
So let's get on to the 10th pick. With the 10th pick, the Phoenix Suns take Tyrese Maxey from Kentucky.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, they just need They just need more scoring to help Devin Booker. Like, we know he's 30 points a night, 8 assists. We saw it in the bubble when he needs to be it. We know Ayton is 18 and 12, only getting better. He just needs to stay off the PEDs. Bridges is nice. Cameron Johnson, shooter in the corner. So, yeah, Ricky Rubio, no knock on him.
No.
It's just you need more scoring from the point guard position. So you could keep Ricky Rubio. He could be in that 6-man contention automatically for like 6-man of the year type shit because he's still going to play because this is a rookie. But, yeah, Tyrese Maxey, easy pick. And Big Blue, come on now.
They different.
All right.
They just be hoopers.
I honestly like the pick. I don't disagree with it. Right. And you can obviously see the frustration from Clo because he's up next at the 11th pick. And I don't think I've ever heard of this team being so high in the draft, but he is representing the San Antonio Spurs. So, Clo, 2 minutes on the clock. It's on you.
So I was going to take Maxey because I feel like the Spurs, like,
That would have been clean.
they went for DeRozan and Aldridge. That didn't work out. The West got so much better. And it's like Murray and White and who's the other guard? Walker. It's like they're not bro, I don't think they're going to be superstars, and like they needed a superstar, so that's why I was going to take Maxey. But give me 1 second, because Trill will fuck.
If you guys were Greg Popovich, what are you thinking right now?
Shit, if I'm Greg Popovich, get the fuck out of San Antonio.
That too.
That's what I think he's trying. I think he's trying to like leave a good foundation for Duncan or Becky, like all the, like someone. So he's not gonna like.
He doesn't want to leave.
Work with it. Nah, he's
the
gonna try
apocalypse there. Like,
I see a player though that could possibly be Kawhi Leonard. That's still on the board.
Well, I'm sure you want to keep that to yourself because I believe you're up next.
Definitely, but I think he's a stud.
let me go back over this list real quick. I know you talking about. It's going to 3 people.
Okay. With the 11th pick of the NBA draft from FSU,
Wow,
Devin Vassell.
he's a scorer.
That's I don't. Do they have a wing? Someone that could play defense, shoot 40% from 3.
No,
Immediate three.
Bro, take it.
He could play today.
Take it. That's a good foundation right there. That's a nice ass piece.
and he's not one of these one and done. So
And
he
could, and that boy could pan out and become a superstar.
Exactly, I got faith in him.
Shout out to the Prophets. I can't even talk right now. Wings win you rings.
Yeah,
I can't even talk. I was about to have a stroke.
Facts.
Trill told me
I
one
was
day,
thinking
what are
about
the
chicken
besides? Yeah, he's tripping. Besides But you got the Kobe's, the Jordans, the LeBrons and stuff. It's probably only been Curry and Wade as guards to win you, and Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah. Unless you anywhere between that range
I'm
of
trying to think.
6'5" to 6'9", yeah, it's going to be difficult to win you a ring.
AI couldn't do it. A bunch of people couldn't do it.
Dirk was out there struggling, and we know he a hooper.
The Sacramento Kings are bombarding with their pick. So I didn't even get the chance to hit the little... But the Sacramento Kings are very eager to provide their pick. So with the 12th pick of the NBA draft, the Sacramento Kings, represented by David Cheeseborough.
Oh, yeah. Of course you can represent them.
Isaac Okoro.
That's my squad. I like that
He
squad.
loves
I'm
the
a Heat
King.
fan, by the way. But De'Aaron Fox, shout out De'Aaron Fox. Bagley gonna get right eventually.
Eventually.
If that foot get right, he about to lose his foot.
He was a second pick overall at this point.
He gonna get
Bruh,
right eventually.
Vlad took him over Luka.
But it doesn't matter if they
Vlade
take
was just
Okoro.
like, I don't do these overseas people.
It does matter if they take Okoro.
It
He's
doesn't.
not Luka Doncic.
He's only 19, 6'6".
I don't care if he's
NBA
fucking
body.
7 years old and he's
Already-
the truth.
Already a 3-and-D, but I think he has offensive skills that he could pop. He could pop in the right system. And with De'Aaron Fox,
I don't know about the Kings though. It's not even the
I
players.
understand,
It's just
I understand.
the Kings. Bro, they got
They have
voodoo.
a-
Ever since Boogie left,
but he could pop. Even his
Voodoo.
his floor is at least 3-and-D, so he could be Harrison Barnes at the least. But he could be a star. I think he could be Kawhi Leonard. That's what I was talking about.
Okay.
that's crazy.
Well, we are going to the 13th pick of the draft. The New Orleans Pelicans, represented by Trill Will. Stan Van Gundy making his first draft pick since God knows when.
Shout out my dog.
You know, he lost his job to, you know, the OG Pat, but it was well deserved.
Pat was like, "I want this ring. You're fired."
He was like, bro, you
That's
fucking
literally
this shit
what
up.
happened.
You fumble in the bag in front of me, bro.
You know what would have happened, though, if Stan Van Gundy would have kept coaching that team? We would have lost.
I don't know.
Guaranteed.
I think it was bigger than us.
It's possible.
Wade was getting that ring no matter
Always
what.
bigger than us.
I've got a surprising name, but it makes sense just for the simple fact that Drew Holiday is gone. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that at this point. They're shopping him. He's not going to be in a Pelicans uniform next year. I can say that much.
So you think they need a point guard or a guard more than a
for
big?
sure. And it makes sense. So, I was talking so much, I thought I already sent the pick in.
No, you did not.
Oh, yeah, but hey. Another SEC product because they produce these basketball players and football players.
Okay.
So it's like,
All type of players.
man. They just produce athletes. He had a Bama product.
Do you just want to say the pick?
Nah, because
I mean, you're literally giving
It's a
his
few
name
Bama-
starts with a K.
It's a few Bama
And
products
it ends
out
with
there.
the Era Lewis.
Hey,
so
shit,
with
double.
the 13th pick of the NBA draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select Kira Lewis.
That's clean.
Junior. The
Junior.
biggest thing for me is he's already got NBA coaching in his 2 years of college because Avery Johnson was at Alabama, and we saw what Avery Johnson was able to do with Colin Sexton. John Petty is another name I think people should pay attention to in this draft. He won't go as high as everyone else, but he's another Alabama product. He was a 5-star commit, all that craziness, and Avery Johnson somehow got them to Bama versus all those other schools. So in the long run, I think they pan out. And yeah, they need this point guard, and at the same time, they've already got one in Shea's cousin. I think it's Nikhil Walker Alexander, something like that. He from Canada as well. He got a stroke out of Virginia Tech, but he didn't really show too much last year when they did give him the minutes. So it's between him, and you really don't know about Lonzo. It would be nice to bring him back, but if not, then yes, this pick has to happen that much more, just because you can't go into next year with Nikhil Alexander Walker as your point guard.
It's kind of ironic that we were just saying how Pat Riley took Stan Van Gundy's job, right? Pat Riley ultimately beat Avery Johnson in the finals. And it's Stan Van Gundy going to his, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Exactly.
Kind of situation to reach out to Avery Johnson and be like, hey,
this
I
kid
need
kind
Kira
of good.
Lewis Jr.
That's wild.
He could put the ball in the hoop.
But we're going to move this pick on over to the 14th pick representing the Boston Celtics, Clo Rodgers. You are on the clock, my friend. Your 2 minutes begins. Never mind. You just sent in the
You
pick.
ain't even gotta do anything, bro.
I get no opportunity to
Nice.
actually start a timer.
Nah,
I'm sorry.
we ready.
I never
Ready.
thought I would have to call a grown man by this name, but with the 14th pick of the NBA draft, we have Precious Achua.
From Memphis, in his 2 years there, 15 and 10 with 2 blocks. Al Horford's not it. Cantor could only play offense, and he's still not it. What's his name? Dice?
Nice.
He's cool, but this guy, bro, is a big body motherfucker. 15 and 10, 2 blocks. Bro, that